Hi, I'm Tom Beveridge, Senior Medical Director at Ipsen. I'd like to talk to you today about passion. One of the key qualities I see in great leaders and high-performing teams is passion. Passion drives determination, it drives hard work, it creates self-belief and confidence in yourself. And it comes from finding a hook, something that you find really interesting about what you're doing. And then it draws you in and it feeds your curiosity with the more that you learn about it. Now, who here has a hobby or an activity at home that they're passionate about, right? Pretty much everybody. Now, how does that make you feel when you do that activity? Or indeed you work harder at that activity to be better? Does it feel like work? No. It's fun, it's enjoyable. It encourages you to do more and more because you can see the outcomes of your efforts. You become even more passionate about it. That's how I want you to view what you do here at work. Now, you may know me as a passionate scientist, but I haven't always been this way. In fact, I've never achieved an A in my life. Now, before I went to college, I was backpacking around Southeast Asia during the summer. And I remember vividly sitting on a beach in Southwest Java in this beautiful town called Pangandaran, thinking about college, thinking, what on earth am I doing? Why am I going to study physiology pharmacology? I have no idea what I'm doing. But I came back home and reluctantly went off to college and almost flunked out in that first year because I failed exams. I was unmotivated, unenthusiastic. I had little interest in what I was doing. At the same time, unfortunately, some of my friends were suffering from mental disease, and in fact, one of them had to undergo electroconvulsive shock therapy for depression. And I became very interested in understanding how can electroconvulsive shock therapy treat the brain for depression? What is the mechanism? How does the brain work normally? How does it work in disease? And then how does that brain affect behavior? And then this basically led to my drive and my passion for wanting to know more about the brain and how it worked. So I then began studying with that entire intent of learning more, and it became far easier and far more enjoyable to do. Now, at the end of my bachelor's, I told my parents I'm very passionate about pharmacology. I want to go on and do a PhD, and they giggled at me. They didn't think that I could do it. Mind you, I hadn't really given them much academic confidence in the past. So they suggested I did a master's. So I went and did my master's in advanced neuro and molecular pharmacology and had the same amount of passion and love for it just because I could find the little hooks and little threads of interest in what I was doing. And I went on to do my PhD and had a lot of adversity during my PhD, but that drive, that passion and that determination pulled me through the entire thing. And I remember that look on my parents' face, that look of pride when I finally graduated from my PhD. And that sense of accomplishment for me was very, very important, very, very profound. And so my takeaway message for all of you is to find that hook in whatever you're doing. And I think going through the process that I went through, I discovered something truly amazing for me anyway. And that was that I could find a hook, a thread of interest in pretty much anything that I wanted to do if I looked hard enough. And by going into that topic, going into that activity with that in mind, that fed my passion, that fed my enthusiasm and my drive. So I encourage you to find your hook, to unlock your passion for what you do. And I think you will find the effects on both yourself and your team to be utterly profound. Thanks.